So, welcome back. This is the starting video about website development, right? So, what is website development at a basic level? If you remember that we are going to be at a same pace for both 3D development and website development and later merge them together. Okay. So, we have to start with the website development from the basics. Even if you don't have any kind of prior knowledge about website development, this video will start it from the pure basics. Okay, so here we come. What is website development? Okay, so what is website development? Website development means building sites that live on the internet. Basically, website development, the term itself gives us a real answer, which is that the website which you are going to develop or build from scratch on your own, or a basic or by a basic help from AI tools or something else, you have to make it in such a way that it can stay forever. It can stay forever in the internet. Internet is filled up with the websites. Okay, so now it's your turn. How can you make your website different from others? How can you create your own style of doing the website development in your own manner? Okay, so website development means building sites that live on the internet, from static pages like portfolios to interactive apps. Okay, so what is static and what is interactive? Like, what is the difference between these two? A static page refers to one single page which doesn't interact with your inputs too much. Okay, that is known as static pages. Okay, like the example of some government websites like IRCTC and something else like that, they doesn't interact with your input too much. If you move your mouse, hover your mouse on something else, it doesn't interact on it too much. Okay, on the other hand, interactive apps like a certain example will be, this is a website, webflow.com. I will share this link with you in the description. Okay, this has the best collection of it. Okay, this has the best collection of it. You can see any of these examples done by creators. Okay, like I am showing you this one, this credit card one. This is the best one. Yes, this one. So when you are hovering over the page, you can see the credit card is also moving away from your mouse hovering. Okay, this is one of the best interactive examples in a website. Okay, there are many such examples. Like here you can see there is this is a page also. I think yes, you have to grab and go into the next section. Okay, but when you're grabbing, it's not just scrolling up, it is just blending with the upper section. It's a very good examples. There are very great examples of interactive applications and websites you can take inspiration from in this website. Okay, I will share you this link in the description. Now, website development has two parts. Okay, website development has two parts. One is known as the front end and the other is known as the back end. Okay, what's the difference between those two? Front end generally refers to functionality or work, the elements and their functionality, which only includes the visual representation visual representation of the website. Okay, visual representation of the website. It only supports and includes in the visual representation of the website. What the website wants to show you is known as the front end of that website. Okay, it's just the website you are seeing, but in the back in the back of it, okay, many such works can go on which you cannot see. It depends that whether it is a server based website or not, whether it is handling many users or not, it depends on that. But yes, on the back also it runs many tasks like handling data, managing users in case many users are there in the application. In that case,
managing the users is also there. Okay, backend is the task at the back of the visual part, which helps managing the website. Okay, this is the part of the backend you are working on. Okay, front end and backend, these are the two parts. Even if you are opting for the backend part, you have to learn a little bit of front end also. Okay, this front end button and the backend database are connected to each other to form a linkage that helps users to access the database within one click. So yes, front end is a little bit of requirement to start the basics of backend also. But I am here to first learn the front end, then later on move on to the backend together. Okay.
And what's the difference between app and website? Like you here you can see that app, okay, but in some cases you can see websites and apps. What's the difference between them? Okay, not a big difference. Okay, so a website, a website is something which you use your internet to both access and run this page. Okay, that is known as website. And application is such a thing which contains all the contents of the website but is packed in an else manner, which can give you an illusion or an example of you can download it through the internet, but after downloading it you can access it offline also. Okay, download online and access offline. But yes, sometimes server also matters. So that time access can be offline also. But to become a part of the server or the system of that app, you must be online in that case also. Okay. So that's the difference between website and application. And next is your journey. Okay. So these drawings are done by me again. Okay. After that bad drawing of Blender logo, I've tried to do it a little better for HTML, CSS, and JS. So what are these now? Okay, so first will come your HTML, which comes hypertext markup language. This is your HTML, hypertext markup language. Okay, I have created a good notes for you for website development, beginner's notes for website development, and you can find it here. I will give it in the description below. Okay, so this is the notes adventure in front end development, a hand drawn map. Okay, this is the adventures roadmap. This is the point you were starting with. Okay, this is the point you were starting with base camp. Then here it is come the bedrock to give your journey a strong foundation. Then there's the spark of your life to define your path, and that spark is very important in your life. Okay, after the spark comes, there is a fork in your road to choose your path. Okay, uh, in website development also, after getting your spark in it, you will get a good amount of choices. Okay, there are so many choices. I can build my website in an old manner, old fashioned way, which is going to be a good interactive website, but in an old fashioned style. I can build it in this way. This will be my signature style. You can build it like that also, and also you can build it in such a way that it is a yes, it comes from the neon future. Okay, you can do it that way also. So that's your fork in the road. Okay, yes, different clients offer you different kind of websites to build, but the signature you choose will be yours only. Okay, that's the fork in the road you have to choose. And there comes the summit. Just celebrate the journey and move on. You have to learn many things now. Okay. So what's HTML? This is the bedrock HTML. Okay. Structuring the web with HTML. Okay. So what's HTML? HTML is just building the skeleton. Just building the skeleton of the website. Okay. Okay. Here comes a header part. Okay. Here comes a nav bar. Here comes a nav bar. Here comes our main content. Okay. Here comes a sidebar. Here comes, I think here it will come content editors. Okay, this is the page for content editors, and here it comes the footer. Okay, the in this style HTML builds a basic structure and skeleton of the website. Now what you will put inside the skeleton, it will be decided from CSS. Okay, so this is HTML, hypertext markup language, which helps us in building the skeleton. Okay, then comes CSS, which sums up to be Cascadian style sheet. Why Cascadian? Because it's a format that, yes, it should follow a particular pattern or a sequence only. Okay, and that's why it is known as Cascadian style sheet. Okay, I am giving you an example like, yes, this is your skeleton, and in the skeleton, the lever, I, I guess this is your lever, I guess. Okay, this is your lever, and I am telling you that this lever you are seeing here will contain less amount of insulin or greater amount of insulin. I am telling that in the greater amount of insulin will be contained by I plus, and lesser amount of insulin will be contained by I minus. Okay, so what is this going to do? I am telling you that while building the skeleton, the father's genes as I plus. Okay, the father's genes as I plus to contain a greater amount of insulin in your body, and the mother's genes as I minus to contain a lesser amount of insulin in your body. But your body will choose anyone, and that choice is known as the Cascadian format. Okay, that choice in CSS is known as the Cascadian format, and that's why this CSS is named after the Cascadian format only. Okay, next comes your JavaScript. Here it's written, the styling with CSS is just like the artisan's touch, just like a basic dressing here, and not all the functionalities of the body will be given by CSS, but yes, a maximum part of it can be given by it. Okay, the CSS in the clothing, the paint, the personality, it controls how everything looks. So the looks part is only decided by the CSS and a little bit by JS also. You will learn it later. Okay, this is the box model. You will learn it later for CSS only. It is available for CSS only. Okay, so the CSS function is only to give you a look. After building the skeleton, CSS can only build up with the skeleton and give it a look, a good amount of look. Okay, and after that comes, okay, one design, many devices. That's also a thing. Okay, you will learn it later. We're going to learn it. Don't worry. Okay, after building this, okay, think that this robot is colored and everything is there, but this robot is not running at all. Okay, because this robot, the robot's chip and everything of its functionality is still now in the building process. But after it is built, it comes into life by putting the JavaScript. What JavaScript does is giving functionality to every styles and frames of the website. Okay, it gives functionality to every styles given by the CSS and frames given by the HTML of the website. It provides with the functionality to every bit of element you are putting inside the website. Okay, got it? The actual notes is here. You saw it just now. I'll provide it with you. It contains a basic notes of other days also. Okay, for JS APIs, a basic functionality, basic basic structure of them. Okay, but we will learn it later. For now, as you have just got the basic knowledge about HTML, CSS, and JS, let's start with the coding also. You can download the VSC, Visual Studio Code, which is one of the best code editor available in the market now. Okay, best free code editor actually. This can run any kind of programming languages with the help of add-ons and extensions available inside the application only. Okay, so after downloading it, you will have a welcome screen. Select a folder from here. After pressing the file, you have to open folder, and then after creating a folder, you can come over here, and this folder gets selected. And after getting the folder selected, you can just press new file. Here you can see new file, new folder, refresh explorer, and collapse folders in the explorer. Okay, you have to just press new file, and if you want to create another folder inside that folder, you can create new folder also. Here you have to write index.html. Okay, that .html is important. Okay, index.html, you can give it any kind of name, but you will learn why I am saying index.html after learning about git push and git repositories. You will learn that yes, index, the name is very much important in this case. Okay, so after creating index.html, just press enter. Okay, now you can see here that yes, generate code or select language. Don't show this again. This is good. Okay, just press exclamation mark. After giving the exclamation mark, just you can see here that yes, emit abbreviation is given. Just press enter, and a basic boilerplate of the HTML code you are going to write will come in front of you. Okay, this is the basic HTML boilerplate. Okay, so you can see here that yes, this is the HTML file opening. Okay, now for a case I am showing you here. Okay, our HTML consists of two tags. That it starts with the HTML opening tag. This is called the opening tag. Okay, this is called the opening tag, and after it opens, it comes closes with a closing tag. Some tags have an opening closing, and some tags only have opening and not any closing tag. Okay, we'll talk about it later. And this is the HTML closing tag. Okay, this is the HTML closing tag. Everything in between will be considered as a part of it. Okay, as a part of that website. After this is done, the HTML will have two parts. One is title open, title close, and the another one is body. This is the title part, this is the body part. Okay, let's see this. This is an website, you can see here. Okay, the have a this button which represents this tab has a title. If you hover the mouse over it, you can see that is Go Bolt, Mustang Thunder, Overhead, Wireless, Bluetooth headphones. Okay, this is given. This is known as the title of the website, and the logo in front of you. You can see over here. This is the logo, right? Is also a part of the title. Okay, anything that comes over here as a tab heading is known as its logo or a part of its title, and anything that comes inside of this box, okay, that comes inside of this box, a big box, this is known as it's part of the body. Okay, the basic things you can know that yes, there is a logo over here and there is a title over here, title of the website. Okay, and the body contents of many things, or the whole skeleton you are building as a part of the HTML will be built inside this body. Okay, this is the skeleton. Okay, later you will just refer it to the CSS you want and give it a styling. Okay, and later you can also give it a functionality. Understood? So this is the importance of the HTML boilerplate, and this whole boilerplate comes as a abbreviation, a shortcut from the Visual Studio Code. Okay, understood now? So this is the index.html. This is the title. You can see here. This is the title. Now I can just control plus plus. Okay, You can see the text now very well. Okay, this is the title. I can give any name like starter. Okay, this will now be shown as the title of the website, as you have seen as the heading of the tab. Okay, so this is the title. Okay, this comes under the head tag. As you can see here, this comes under the head tag. After head, it comes under the title tag. Okay, now in the body tag, where you will build the skeleton of it. Okay, let's learn some simple tags like heading tags. Consists of h tags. H. Okay, those are simplified as h and written as h1 to h6. Okay, h1, h2, h3, h4, and h5, and h6 also. Okay, in which the one with the h1 is the biggest in size. Okay, h2 will come like this, h3 will come a little shorter, h4 will come a little more shorter, h5 will come a little more shorter, and h6 will come a little more shorter, just like normal texts. So let's see their differences in real life also. Over here, if I do an h1, and after that, after I press h1 into, this is the into one. Okay, this is the multiplication. Okay, multiplying it with 6, VSC understands it as an abbreviation and copies it 6 times. See, okay, now h1 has come 6 times. Now when I'm changing this one, I will just press alt. I will just press over here. I'll just press alt and press over here. Now there are two cursors representing the same thing. Okay, now I will just give one backspace and press 2 over here. Now this will become a h2. Okay, same goes for here also. Now we will test it. This is heading 1. Okay, now just press Ctrl plus S. It will just get saved. Okay, and after going into the extensions, here in the extensions you can see you have to download one thing, and that's called live server. Okay, live server, it's one of the most important thing, most important extension, and every system must use it. Okay, so just install it, enable it, and you will see that after going into the index.html, you can see over here there will be a system known as go live. There is a button known as go live. Just press it, and in your default browser you can see that this is heading 1, this is heading 2, this is heading 3, this is heading 4, this is heading 5, this is heading 6. h1 to h6 all are over here. Okay, all comes here. Okay, this is your first built website built by you. Okay, now let's see one thing, and that's known as your GitHub. Okay, it's one of the most important thing to expose your work to the whole world. Okay, just go into the github.com. Okay, it's going good. If you have an account of a GitHub, you can sign in, or if you don't have an account, just create an account, because Git plays a very important role in this case. Okay, you can see over here many kinds of repositories are there, and these repositories are nothing else, just a bit kind of folders, you can say, and one folder represents one whole project. Okay, so after creating a new option, okay, after clicking the new repository, you will see something like this. Okay, you can choose an owner. Okay, in your case it will be you only. Okay, you can give your repository any name, like I am giving over here React and vendor Okay, and after doing this, create a repository will be there. You have to just create it, give it some time, and after doing this, you can see that yes, your whole GitHub is in a response now. From here, you get two choices. Either you remain a beginner and use GitHub as a beginner, but that's not recommended at all. Okay, just learn from other YouTube videos. I will recommend to you one video about this one. Okay, that yes, you can set up Git through these steps, as you can already see over here. Quick setup if you have done this kind of things before. Okay, setup in desktop, just download it and you will get a quick setup of it. Okay, and you can also just using the non-recommended way of uploading an existing file, and you can do it over there also. Okay, but it's not recommended at all. Okay, now after doing this, you have to just do these steps. Okay, do the git init. Okay, after doing this quick setup step, you have to just do a little bit of steps. Okay, after going into the view tab, you can see there is a terminal. Just click the terminal option and your terminal of this folder and this file will open. Okay, now here paste it, git init. Okay, now your git will be initialized in this folder. Okay, now after that, what steps are there? You have to just okay, this git add readme.md, this is not a proper way. Okay, you have to do it in a proper manner. Here you have to write git add index.html. Okay, and it will take some time, I guess. I think it's done. Okay, and then here you can see git commit first commit. Just copy it and just paste it over here. One file changed and create mode. Okay, this is your first commit at a full price. Okay, and after that, git branch main branch, because this is going to be your main branch. Okay, just enter it. Okay, now git remote add origin this. Okay, this is done, and your final step, the git push. Okay, this is your git push. Okay, after the third try, it's done. There is so much network problem over here. After the third try, it's done now. It doesn't always respond to your first try only. Okay, it sometimes takes 5 tries also. Okay, I have to give it a maximum tries of 5, and later you can see over here after refreshing this field. Okay, just give it a little bit time again, and here it comes. Your index.html is now live. Okay, now how can you see it as a full-fledged website? Okay, after going into the settings tab, you can see over here, this is the pages. After pages, you have to do some deploy from a branch. Okay, and here you have to choose main and just save it. It will take some time, then it will give it you a good website of it. Okay, now again refresh it, because it takes much time to deploy your web page as a full-fledged website through GitHub. Okay, still not. Yes, after the second refresh, it took much time. Okay, but after this is your first deployed website. Okay, you can go into the visit site, and yes, here you can see your first website being live in front of everyone. Okay, I will give you this also, this link also. Okay, this link will be your tracking link. Anything shared through this one will be available for every one of us. Okay, and we will update this website to such a great level that yes, you can build any kind of front end apps later on at a very good level. Okay, let's do it. Bye.
And with that, the 2025 season comes to an end. Good night.